In this video I'll make a long-term review of the Hasselblad XCD lens. Very nice telephoto lens. So let's get on with it. Welcome back to my channel. This time for a video I have promised a long time ago, actually I think 1.5 years ago, where I bought the XCD lens. Well, I bought it on the day it was released, but I received it 1 year later, and that's one of the bad things about this lens. But I've been using it now for 1.5 years, and this is my long-term review. So what do I like about this lens, and is there anything I don't like? First of all, this lens is sharp. All the images I have made with it are very sharp, and I have a very high hit rate, so the autofocus with this lens is also very good. I also use manual focus, and one of the things that I love about this lens is that you have this very easy switch between full manual and manual with autofocus with manual override. That's just awesome. It's a very nice way to do it, and you can do it while you have the camera in front of your eye. You don't need to take it away. The other thing is that you have a control ring here on this camera, and the control ring I usually use it to set the aperture, because I normally shoot in aperture priority mode, or most of the time shoot in aperture priority mode, and this it is very nice for me to have the lens in front of my eye and be able to switch between the apertures while I still have it in front of my eye. You can have it clicked, which I have, to make a sort of a tactile feeling to changing the aperture, but by a button here on the downside of the camera, underside of the lens, you can change between non-clicked and clicked. So now it doesn't click, and now it clicks. That's a really lovely thing. It has comes with a very good hood, so shielding from light, direct sunlight, and the ring in front is 72 millimeters, which also is the size of many of my other Hasselblad lenses. So that's very nice. I can use the same filters on this lens. Being a 90mm f2.5, I find that it's pretty compact and not very heavy, so it has become part of my travel kit, which is this lens and the 40mm 45p and the 28p, which I don't have here. These 3 lenses are my travel kit, and I travel a lot. I've been traveling with this lens in Nepal, and many of the images I show you are from my travels in Nepal. And I also travel around in southern France and has shot a lot with this lens. And I'm amazed with the quality of the images. Straight from camera, I don't do much post-processing on them. They're really nice and really sharp. And its ability to get as close as 0.7 meters is quite nice when you are shooting portraits or very close portraits of people. So you can get, well, actually right up in their face, maybe even too much for normal portraits, but it's good to have that ability. And that also makes it possible with an extension ring that I have for it to make sort of macro shots with this lens. It's actually better using it on the 45p, which then gives you I think it's 2.5 or something like that with the extension ring that I have for it. This one doesn't go that near, but then you can have a more distance to the subject, so if you're photographing insects or stuff like that, you don't scare them off. Very nice lens, and let's have a look at some images, and then we'll round up by sort of telling all the positives and if there are any negatives. Look at the sharpness in my studio setup. Here you have the image at f2.5 and this one is at f8. There's not much visible difference, but if we take the two images beside each other and zoom into the center, we can also see that f2.5 here on the left is very sharp, even might be as sharp as f8. If we look to the corners, there's a bit of difference. You see that f2.5 is not quite sharp, while f8 is very sharp. If we change the right side to f16, we see that it's the same. f8 and f16 are almost identical, but if we shift the right one to f22, then we see the diffraction is setting in. So here we don't have a good result, at least in the corners, but if we look at in the middle, yeah, you see very much blurred image at f22. So f2.5, very sharp. It's a very good lens with regards to sharpness. So I hope you like my long-term review of the Hasselblad XCD lens. Probably the sharpest lens I have ever owned. And I have had a lot of lenses, also expensive lenses from Canon and Nikon, but this one is just insanely sharp. It's a very nice lens, and it's fast in focus. It's very easy to use. It's just a functionally very good lens. So I can only recommend it. It's a pricey lens, yes, but I think it's worth all the money. I love this lens. So thank you for staying this long, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button on this video. So thank you very much for this time, and bye for now.